Okay. What should we play? The game. Play something. I don't want to play Apex. That's pain. We could play play something on Roblox. Something. I making this video because there we go. We're loading in. All right. We're in. Just want to say, first off, start off the video by saying, everybody out there, whatever you're going through, I hope you get through it. I hope that you find light at the end of the tunnel. I hope things get better. Um, I just think that we live in a really strange time where people just really don't, a lot of confusion, a lot of misunderstandings, and a lot of things that definitely need to be cleared up because, it's easy to get confused. It's easy to believe things that are being shown around you, but sometimes you have to see things for what they are. And the reality of it is that humanity within itself, life as a human within itself, can't be prolonged in the way that we're living. As human beings, we evolve, we adapt. That's one of the best things that we're good at. We adapt. We can live in every single inch of the planet. We can live in any circumstance. We can even make it so our intelligence can allow us to walk on the moon. We adapt no matter where we're at to whatever situation we're in. And that allows us to overcome any problem within our path. But I feel like as time goes on, I feel like people have stopped adapting because they've become complacent with their environment and have made themselves think that their environment is perfectly fine within its stagnation, within it being still, within people just, oh, yeah, our government and the people that control us are doing this. They're poisoning our food. They're spreading propaganda through all of our social media and like getting us addicted to dopamine. And then what they're doing is all this. I understand the way you feel. I would like to throw in the towel. I honestly I think I think that life has come to the point where we're at the good and the bad part because it can't get worse than this when you really think about it. But it can definitely get better. It can definitely get better than what it is. But I feel like we need to be able to address the problem and look at it in a realistic point of view. I feel like when we wake up every single morning and we tell ourselves, well, what can we do? What can we do? I feel like instead of making up excuses not to address the problem, I think that as people, we should all see the problem for what it is. And we should be honest with the people around us instead of allowing them to think whatever they want to think to feel better or to go through life without stress or to be mindless as you go through your day. I think that, especially if you're a Christian, there should be no reason why you've become complacent. I completely understand that it's in God's hands, and I can completely understand that perspective, but I still don't understand why, in any type of manner, you would stick up and try to defend a flawed system that doesn't benefit you and honestly turns you into something that you were never meant to be. I believe working a job is important. I believe that being able to pay for bills is important. But I also believe that every single person on this planet is worth a lot more than just an infinite paycheck that can't buy anything that is infinitely beneficial. I believe that every person has value because within diversity, there is no person that is exactly like the other, in meaning that every person is valuable within their own unique way, which makes it beautiful. You can meet a millions and millions of people, and it could constantly entertain you for the rest of your existence. And even when you think you've met everybody, there's still children being born that you could still wait to meet. Life is a beautiful thing when you stop and you try to get to know the people around you, because the diversity within them and the way they view things is beautiful. And I feel like as time goes on, we've become so split and so separate, and we've decided to tell ourselves anything to separate us from everybody else. But to be honest with you, we're all really, we're not identically the same in characteristic, but we all feel the same. I think there's some people that don't feel anything at all, but I mean, I can't you can't really blame them for not feeling the same way as the majority, because most people view things differently. They view things in a way that benefits them. But not everything should be a direct benefit to you. Some things are supposed to be painful. Reality isn't supposed to be sunshine and rainbows for you at all times, or else you would the pain that you need to grow will never appear if you're constantly changing reality in your mind to whatever fits to whatever fits the way you want to feel. It doesn't work that way. I mean, it's the same thing with homosexuality and in gender swapping. You can't just change the way you perceive yourself to be to make yourself feel better, because then you'll never gain the strength to actually be who you are. Constantly allowing other people to normalize the idea of changing who you are, you're not addressing the issue. You're not adapting. You're not overcoming. That's the whole entire. That's the best thing that humans are good at. We're good at it. We're good at adapting. Don't sacrifice your skills just so then you can free yourself from discomfort. That's normal. Discomfort is where we flourish. We flourish in discomfort. When we're confused, when we're in pain, when we're when we're moving in a direction that is opposite to where we want to go, we get frustrated, and that's fine, because the struggle within itself is the beauty, because it means you're putting effort towards something for it to bear fruit. It means that you're strengthening your mind and going through diverse different problems within your life and adapting and growing to the point where you become a person that can make his way through life, and life doesn't affect you the same as it affects others. But if you sit there and you say, "Oh yeah, well, the pedophiles and the Satanists are eating children, but what can I do?" Or you say, "Yeah, the economy is failing and these countries are doing all this and that, but what can I do?" If you constantly ignore it and you become complacent, then it is only going to get worse. You don't go out and just constantly ignore your environment to the extent just so you can have peace of mind. Because the whole entire idea is, okay, maybe you do have peace of mind. Maybe you are good at ignoring things. Maybe you're good at sounding things out. But see, even within that, you're being very inconsiderate of other people. Other people are suffering. It's other people's suffering they can't avoid. When their stomach grumbles, they can't just make food appear. There's problems that people can't avoid, and then there's problems that you can actually change, but you won't change them. You just genuinely don't care. I don't understand why. Problems are hard when you do them alone, but if people are around you that can give you different perspectives and different outlooks, any problem can truly be solved if you're willing to adapt and overcome the issue. But you have to be able to see it for what it is. I think that's a beautiful thing. And I feel like as over time we forget this. We forget these main elements of being human. We forget these main elements of being on this earth. I believe that as time goes on, people should not strive to tell themselves what makes them feel good, but tell themselves the truth. It hurts. Trust me, I know it hurts. I tell myself the truth all the time. And it puts me in an existential dread, because I realize that the truth is infinitely painful, but it's infinitely beneficial. You have to recognize it, and you have to confront it, or else you'll continuously run away from it, and it'll only prolong the pain until you eventually have to address it. It doesn't make it any better. The people around you are there for a reason. They're different for a reason. People view things differently for a reason. But the funny thing is, you don't have to constantly separate yourself from everybody with all these different points of views. Oh, I'm a Republican. I'm a liberal. I'm a Democrat. It's just a constant need to separate your ideals. Just to believe what's true. Just believe what's true. If you don't have proof to prove it, then don't believe anything at all. Don't have an opinion if you can't cling on to an opinion that's true. It's just that simple. Truth is different for everybody. That may be the case. But the funny thing is, truth genuinely, if you genuinely look at things for what they are, and you stop lying to yourself, it's hard to get information. It's hard. But the funny thing is, some things are so obvious that you can't really avoid them. I feel like people are just so weird in the way they think. There are some people that'll watch this video and probably think that it's crazy or life is just fine and things are going great. Da 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 da. There's no problem with this. But there really is a problem. There really is a problem. The quality of life is determined by the quality of the people on the earth. So if people say they hate the job, they hate that it's not paying enough, they hate that their paychecks are getting smaller and smaller and they don't have enough to buy groceries. They say they hate it, but the funny thing is they don't want to ever tell people the truth so they can up the quality of the people around them, to up the quality of the planet. You have to tell these people the truth. They have to feel it. They have to feel the pain. Unauthenticity is just a waste of time. Putting on a mask to cover up your flaws in a world of people that all have flaws is just pointless. It proves no point. You can't go around and point at a single person that doesn't have problems. Everybody has problems. We're all alive. And the funny thing is, when people face these problems and have difficulty and struggle, we all feel pain. It's universal. No one feels no pain. People feel pain no matter what. Either it's emotional, physical. People feel pain. You don't have to play a facade and put on a mask and try to cover up the way you feel, the way that you are. But I also don't think that you should view things in a way that allows you to flourish. You should view things for what they are. It's becoming a problem because it's directly affecting our quality of life. Like you really can't have people poisoning your food. Literally, the people that make everything and do everything and control everything they don't believe in anything other than the destruction of the most beautiful creations that God ever created, the people and the planet. They really just want to destroy those two things. That's their objective. They don't. They could try to deceiving you is great. But the funny thing is, if they can't deceive you, then they'll get their edge off somewhere else by polluting water and putting down AI companies over water and just draining the lakes and oceans of this beautiful planet. Anything they can do to besmirch God and what He's done and the gifts He's given. Anything. They'll torment and agonize the people by making their life more difficult. They'll destroy the planet, chop down the trees, turn everything into money, and then make you believe that the only way you feel valuable is by doing the exact same thing they do, by being completely inconsiderate and only wanting to chase money. And then when you don't, they'll make fun of you and say, "Oh, look at you, Mr. Unemployed." Bro, I believe everybody needs a job. But I also believe that to a certain extent, how much of your morality do you have to sell for you to get a paycheck? How much? What is how much of it do you have to give for $12.50? It's too much. It's not worth it. I feel like there comes to a certain time where you really do just have to get upset and see it for what it is. And people are just so lukewarm in everything, bro. That's the thing. If you love something, if you love the planet, if you love the people, if you love everything here, why are you being so lukewarm? Like what's the point of half-assing the things you love? You'll never, if you half-ass everything you love, you'll never be able to deeply invest yourself in it enough to find more reasons why you love it. The more invested you are in the things you love, the more reasons you'll find to love it. You need to invest yourself You need to be able to consider other people other than yourself. People say, okay, yeah, family first. Let's make sure that our family is beneficial. See, that's exactly why we're going in the wrong direction. Everybody is a part of your family. Everybody is just alike to you. No one's different. Everybody feels pain. We're all alike. There's no reason why your consideration shouldn't exceed just family and blood and friendship. People that you see randomly when you go to checkout should get your love and consideration. People that you see when you go traveling should get love and consideration. There should be no bounds. That's the whole entire thing of love your neighbors. It doesn't matter where you go. It doesn't matter if they're your family or your blood. The consideration should never end. That's the thing. People have become so like closed off that we've lost the one thing that makes humans great, is that there's so many of us and there's so much to love within each person. It's just counterintuitive. It doesn't make any sense. And it's honestly just a waste of time. There really is only two options. There really is only really, there's one good option, and then there's the other option if nothing is no one shows any consideration to anything. The one option is that we actually try. We actually put forth an effort, and we call other people out around us, and we try to, at least there's some people that'll never admit it. There are some people that cling on to what they need to believe so then they can make it through life and stay afloat within their own mind. That's fine. You can't change some people. Some people are so stupid they can't grasp the intellect to change their opinions. It doesn't make sense to them. I'm not talking about those. I'm not talking to those people right now. I'm talking to the people that know things aren't the way they should be, and they talk about it to their friends. But the funny thing is, when it comes time to make a change, or to try to affect something, it's just you ask them and you say this and this is happening, and they go, oh well, what do you want me to do? Well, literally do anything. Anything is better than nothing. I feel like it it just doesn't it just shows that love and consideration is not a normality anymore. It's not normal anymore. People around you are, if they feel the pain as you, if they're like to you in any way, then there's a reason to love them. If they feel the same way they do, feel pain like you, breathe air like you, what reason do you not have to love these people? Okay, there's bad people out there. Sure, there's murderers, there's people that do horrible things. But the funny thing is that sometimes bad people do bad things. Bad people have bad thoughts. Good people have bad thoughts. People do bad things. Some people never get caught. Some people do. It doesn't make a difference. It's all the same. You look at the guy that robbed the bank, and then you feel good, but the reality of it is you've probably stolen pocket land out of someone's pocket, or you've probably taken cash from somebody in the past. And the funny thing is, you feel like you're higher up, or these people are filth and scum because they've done something a little bit more major than you. You need to stop trying to find ways to see value within yourself by demeaning the other people on the planet. It's setting us back so much, and it's wasting so much time and value. And it's just infuriating because I don't understand how life could be at this quality with everything that it needs. You can adapt endlessly to any situation. You're constantly able to do research. You have constant knowledge at your fingertips all the way throughout the day on your phone. You can look things up. You can validate things. The funny thing is, you have feelings and emotions that allow you to dictate the way you feel about certain things by learning certain information. You have so much at your fingertips. Meanwhile, it's oh, what do you want me to do? It's just like, I've come upset about it. Like, it's come to the point where in my mind, I don't even see a point of making this video because I feel like people genuinely want the planet Earth to be destroyed and rid of everything that makes it great, including the people, the agriculture, the places, different ethnicities and different backgrounds. I feel like they just want that to be wiped off the planet. With this amount of complacency, if you see this, if you watch these people poison your food, constantly attack you at every single level, constantly demoralize you, then show you how they're doing it to your face, and then you sit there and go, "What do you want me to do?" I feel like you just want to die. And so, like, if that's what you want, at a certain point, you really just have to hand people the shovel and tell them to start digging, because it's pointless. And it's just upsetting. It doesn't make sense to me. Just thought I wanted to clear that up. It's just kind of crazy to me, and in its own way. But I feel like people, I'm alike in that way. I'm alike in that way. I want to be complacent, but I know that I truly can't, because I care. I care about the people around me, and I care about more than the people in my family. When I meet people that are kind and nice, it extends my love for people. But the funny thing is, when I meet people that are so complacent and so okay with being where they're at and not growing and completely enveloping themselves into what makes this place great, it makes me think, do we even really deserve to be here? Like, do we deserve existence if this is the state we've come to? Like, I don't, and I genuinely, in my mind, I believe that I don't deserve to exist. If is this truly like the end point that we're all complacently okay with? Because I'm not okay with it. I mean, like, I could talk about it to everybody. I talk about it to everybody I talk to. I talk to people and my friends about this so much that they get annoyed. They just say, "Why does everything have to get so serious? Why can't you just calm down and play the game? Why can't you just relax?" It's because I care. And the funny thing is, I'm trying to change the complacency within the people around me before I start trying to help other people. But the funny thing is, I've just gotten so tired of the people around me and their complacency that I've just decided they're just a lost cause. They don't see an issue in anything because it's become such a normality within their mind, and I've given up hope on them. So this video is to reach out to people that may feel the same way. I hope that more people can change other people's minds, and it can create a cascade of other people that start to agree with those people, and these people start to grow, and the problem starts to become an actual thing that we realize and start to address. And then when that happens, I feel like literally taking action in any form would be beneficial. I feel like it's it's enough is enough, bro. It really, enough is really enough. To a certain extent, it was fine, bro. Everything was fine. When people wanted to be stupid, it was fine. No one needs to force you into wanting to think and to care. That's not no one has to force you to do that. What you decide to do with your life is fine. But the funny thing is, when you start spreading your stupidity to other people, you start to create this fungus that plagues the earth and stops it from progressing. And so it starts to get annoying. And so in reality, people's approach is to be loving and caring and patient and kind and considerate. But the reality of it is, you guys really just need to actually get told the truth, even if it hurts your feelings and it makes you cry and curl up into a ball and never want to go outside and do anything with your life. I feel like you just need to be told that 8 times over for it to really cement. Because, like, I just, it really is painful. I tell people all the time. I talk to people all the time. I try to tell people the way that I feel about things, and I try to be honest with people all the time. And it's almost like I'm speaking a different language. If do like, is there something that can't be understood? Am I speaking in a way that's hard to hear? Am I speaking too quietly? I don't understand what it could be. People really do. They just be chilling, bro. As life crumples down around them and the quality of life steadily decreases, people just really do be just sitting there. I'm ready. Like, Do you not have any respect for your ancestors or any of the other people that have inhabited this planet? They gave their lives to build up the things that you hold, the things that are in our history. The skyscrapers, the buildings, the agriculture, they gave their lives to build these things. It was their life's work. And then when it comes time to protect it, you sit there and go, "Oh, I don't know. What do you want me to do?" It, please, like, it's either this or the meteor, bro. Just give me the meteor. I'd rather have the meteor than to be stuck here with people like that. I'd rather just straight up just die, because it's pathetic. It's come to a point where it's upsetting and it's ruining my quality of life. So then now I have to address it. I don't think that I'm better or smarter than anybody else. I think I'm honestly lower than the majority. But the funny thing is, that's what drives me insane the most. It's the idea that I think this way, and I look around and I hope to find other people that think this way, and they don't. And so it makes me feel like I'm going insane and everybody else is just a-okay. Like it crumples down my mental mind space just how complacent and okay people are with everything. It's breaking me as a human being. Like, you you can smile things off. You can shove things off, you can lie to yourself, but for how long? Like, for how long? How long does it last? When does it end? Real question. Real question. When does it stop? And I just care. I really do just care. I care. And that's what everybody else should do. Like, people say, "Oh, I'm a Christian. I'm a devout Christian." I So do you so who do you care about? "Oh, I care about my family and my congregation." So what about the people dying right now? What about them? What about the people that are hungry? Anybody that is unhappy is your problem. There you go. I fixed your life. Now you're on the right path. Any person, you can walk on the street, there's a guy unhappy. That's your problem. That's your problem now. Handle it. I've given your life meaning and fulfillment. Congratulations. That's all it took. Consideration. It's just, it's crazy. It doesn't make sense to me. I love everybody. I want everybody to be happy. I want everybody to live a fulfilled, happy life. I want everybody to enjoy the gifts of life. And I don't want people to have to completely and utterly cover their eyes to the negatives of existence so they can grasp onto a delusional sense of happiness. I want you to be able to see things for what they are and enjoy them, because it's a gift. It's a gift. It was highly made to high quality. The trees, the air, everything was made very, very well done. I want people to enjoy it, not people to suck up the rivers and the oceans with AI plants and all that other crap. Just thought I wanted to clear that up. I hope you guys all have a great day.